Hello friends, it's Miss Burke here. So today we're going to be discussing perimeter, which we learnt about on Monday, December 3rd, as we started off our new unit in math for measurement. So when we're looking at perimeter, we're looking for the outline or the border of an object or space. So in particular, we're going to look at this rectangle right here, because that's what we did in class today. We looked at our rectangles and our squares, and we calculated the perimeter in the area of each. So to review perimeter, we're going to use this rectangle that I've drawn out right here, and we're going to look at this part first. So it is our longest side, it's 8 centimeters, and it is our length. And then we have our shorter side here, which is 3 centimeters, and it is our width. So what we don't know yet, I haven't labeled here, and I haven't labeled here. So I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. So the formula we learned for perimeter today was length plus length plus width plus width. So in order to plug in our formula, we need to find our length and our width that are missing. Now this is pretty easy to solve for, because we know that the length down here on the bottom is going to be the same as the length up here at the top, which we know is 8 centimeters, so that's easy. We can write that down. And that's going to go for the same with our width. So we know that our width on one side is going to be the same as our width on the other, because we're working with a perfect rectangle. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3 centimeters as well for that. So now we have all of our sides labeled. We can plug that into our formula. So we have our 8 centimeters plus 8 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters, and that is going to equal our perimeter. So let's go ahead and calculate, shall we? So our 8 plus 8, that's going to give us 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22 centimeters. And we cannot forget our units. So in this case, we're working with centimeters. So I wrote cm beside my 22, so that way you all know that I am working with centimeters. So I've discovered that our perimeter is 22 centimeters. Now the second way we are able to calculate perimeter, which we discussed in class, is with our second formula, which is length times 2 plus our width times 2. So let's go ahead and we'll plug in those numbers. So we know that our length is 8 centimeters, and if we times that by 2, that gives us 1. Now we have to make sure that we're adding to our width, which we know is 3 centimeters, times 2. So now let's solve for both of those numbers. So 8 times 2 is 16 centimeters, plus 3 times 2, which gives us 6 centimeters. And now if we add those two numbers together, our 16 plus our 6, let's see if we can figure that out on the side. 16 plus 6. So 6 plus 6, let's see, it's 12. So we put our 2, we're going to carry our 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that does give us our 22 centimeters, not forgetting our units. So these are two awesome strategies for calculating perimeter. And I hope by reviewing this, it helps you remember each of those formulas so you're able to practice it on your own. So I hope this helps. The next review is going to be of area. So hope to hear you listen in then.